Hi, it's David here with Future Trading. Thank you so much for stopping by. Fate brought you here. I have you know that. I did not pay for any likes, views, or subscribers. Thank you so much for coming by. Got a lot of information I want to give you and definitely want to show you how to look at the chart very objectively, how to look at the market in real time. That's important. Every thumbnail you're seeing is of a chart that I actually went over. If you're new to trading, I got some information right here you're going to want to start with. This is the only real-time identification process that's online, and I'm going to show you how to do that in this video, so please stick around. Here's a must-watch list. You can watch all of this information, loads of information for you. All right, now I'm trying to give everyone context when it comes to the market, from the chart where it could potentially turn all the way to where the bar can close, where it can potentially close. That's important too. So here's the universal threshold. This is how far the bar will pull back before it resumes. The price action trend. So I use price and price alone, and you don't need a lot of structure breaks in order to know what it is. There is the price action method. And again, we're going to go over this information here, bar and a half. So we're going to try to get into the move while it's in motion. I want to show you how that looks. The universal chart scale. Again, I'm going to show you how to look at your chart from left to right and know that it can turn right in frame, and you don't have to do hindsight in order to know where the market can potentially turn. This video will be in addition to the indicator section, because I want to offer you guys some information beyond the scope of what's here should you have any need for it. And again, there's only if you need it. All the information that's on the channel is all that you would ever need, really, to trade. And that's the whole purpose of me creating the channel, is to give you context, how to read the market with nothing on the chart. But if you want a professional's opinion on your chart while doing your job, someone looking over your shoulder telling you that that's a potential good trade, the tools are there for you. All right, so we're going to get into it. There's people that selling indicators for well over 200 bucks. I'm willing to give you all of my indicators, and this is not all of them. I can assure you there's more, but I just tried to list as many as I could here. $200, you can have it. And I paid over 200 bucks just for the functionality of this price line. So just to get this price line functionality, I don't have it on the chart, but I'll probably show it in another video at some point. I paid over 200 bucks for this functionality. You can have all of these indicators and so much more. There's more than what's on this list. 200 bucks, and it's a follow the plot process. I want to go ahead and tell you that, so I'm not going to be answering questions about the code. We're only about 10 minutes outside of 9:30. I won't be up here long, but I definitely wanted to give you some context and show you just how to read the market. It's really simple. This zone you're seeing here, that's the DTT map. All right, so this is the map. It's telling you that the bar will not close outside of this zone. There's a good chance it won't close outside of the zone. It's dynamic, and it will adjust as the market gives it information. So really important. Now, when it comes to context, let me say this to you. And I'm gonna just use what's right in frame. What's right in frame? You want to go with the center of your chart. So let's do this. The center of your chart is here. The bottom portion of your chart is here. And then, of course, the up portion of your chart is here. So not looking left, not doing a whole lot of hindsight, looking back. Okay, I want to show you how to just look at the chart and know potentially what you're dealing with. All right, so if we can stay above here, it's bullish. It's really just that simple. If we can stay above here. Now, if we were to stay beneath here, okay, clearly we should drive down some more. And if we can get under here, even the more so. It's just that simple. All right, so let's just use what's in frame. So I have this chart over here just so I can kind of give you, just the universal approach, just all the universal information that you would need to know. Just a few more indicators over here that I, want you to look at. We have numbers above and below the bars. So there's numbers beneath as well as above the bars. That's important. It just deals with that back and forth. That back and forth. I know the market loves to chop people around. And so this information right here, that's all it is, just more information. These numbers will kind of tell you, hey, you're still good for that trade. Whichever bar has the number on it, you'll want to just put your stop behind that bar and see if you can get it to continue on. All right, so that's that. But the main thing I want you to focus on, that's why I have it listed here, is the map. The map is important because when this zone pops up, it's telling you where the bar will potentially not close. That's really, really important, really significant. All right. So we can trade outside of it, clearly, but knowing where the bar will not close could potentially help you a great deal. So that way you're not expecting something to happen that just won't happen in that particular moment. I want to tell you that. So We moved down here, but now we're turning back around. When it comes to the indicators that's on this chart, it's the universal information that's on the channel. I have the no touch, no close pressure, the no touch, no close pressure, and that's going to be up here. Okay, we got that on the bottom as well as the top. And what that is measuring, this blue line getting above the high of that bar. This bar should turn green with a level popping up under it, and then an NC should show up under this bar here. Okay, it should show up under this bar. Okay, there you go. We did not break back beneath here. We managed to move towards it, come back this way, and now we're above here. Now let's see if we can just go ahead and continue up. This would be the no close bar. Now remember, if we're above here, we're looking for the market to just do this. That's it. Now, they shouldn't close under this bar. They shouldn't. And I don't expect that they would want to come down here, but jail together this information here. We want to see if the map would tell us anything. So if they were to push up, we know they're not going to close above here. We know that. Can they come back down and possibly turn back around? Now, I forgot to put our threshold on the bar. But give or take, just looking at it, the threshold will be roughly about that wide. So let's see if we can get it to wick out in this area right here. And that will be provided in the indicators as well. It's using the bar percent. So the bar percent got loads of information on it. And it would draw, potential levels on your bar where the market will not close. And again, that's a universal approach. So if I'm going to tell you how far the bar will pull back, clearly, I should be able to tell you where it can potentially close. That's the other part. Don't want to see it close. Now, this is the close zone. Okay, we don't want them closing outside of here. That's still within the scope of this bar. Now, remember, this is a no close level. All right. Now, all we're looking for is this. That's all we're looking for. Inside of this wick zone, we want it to wick out and begin to move itself back to the upside. Not doing the left. We don't have to look left too far in the, hindsight historically. We can know what's happening right now, right here on this hard right edge. Again, this is the real-time identification process. There's not a lot of people online that will expose you to this kind of information and how to read the chart. Now, we know the bar is not going to close outside of here. We got roughly, 1 second left. It didn't do it. All right, so that will help you as well. So I told you where it can potentially wick out. Okay, this is the wick zone. It wicked out right in this area. And I even showed you, hey, there's a chance they won't close outside of here. Now, when it comes to targets, I'm sorry, I keep doing that. When it comes to targets, can it close outside of here? We got 36 seconds left. Let's see if it can do it. I doubt it will. So that's telling you, all right, this is telling you. So if you're someone that's staying in trades and you're trying to exit and you want to get out of the trade, know that there's a chance that your target won't get hit. This is very, very important, people. I want to make sure that you understand this. There's ways to trade it, but I just want to give you an idea. I want to put it visually in front of you. You could know with a high degree of accuracy using my tools. Where is it that the market is potentially not going to close that bar? Now, they're coming up on 2 seconds, 1 second. Can they do it? Okay, they did it that time. They did it. Okay, so now when that happens, because this is something that typically won't happen, when that happens, really strong directional move. I just want to tell you, there's a really strong directional move. Let's see, can we just keep right on going? And again, we're still plotting this information. Now, they managed to do it. Let's see, can they do it again? Let's see. All right, so now when it comes back to the no touch, no close, really simple pattern. I want to show you, this is how it works. I drew the scale on the chart. Here's the bar. You want this bar in real time while it's moving, jumping up and down. You want the mid of the bar to exceed the bar's high. That's it. You want to learn to trade, I'll teach you how to do it for free. You don't have to pay anything. You don't. If you want tools, if you want a professional opinion on your chart, you're more than welcome to that information. It's there for you. Here it is, bar in motion. You want to make sure that the mid of the bar falls beneath the bar's low. That's it. Once that happens, hard stop can go here for the down, or the hard stop goes here for the up. It's really just that simple, people. All right, so now we got a scenario. This bar couldn't do it, but it fell what? Into the threshold. I just don't have it on the bar, but it'll be roughly right about here. So right about there, got close, but it just didn't hit it. Will this bar close outside of our zone? Will it close outside of our zone? Let's see if it can do it. This bar did. Okay, so this bar right here did it. And I told you that's really powerful for them to do that. Really, really powerful. So this bar did it. Let's see what this bar will do. Let's see. We're down to 5 seconds. They're overreaching it, but they're not closing outside of that zone. So that's important. Now, that may line up to something that you may want to do if you're someone that want to counter trend the market. That may give you an idea of what potentially that would look like. Totally up to you. I'm not an advocate of that information. I promise you I'm not. Just want to let you know it's okay to go with the market. Now let's adjust our zones because the chart is moving. All right. So the chart moving, but what we're looking for never moves. All right. So there's a scale that's provided for you. I want to tell you that when you purchase the suite, you get a market analyzer with the threshold for today's activity. So today's as well as yesterday's activity, it's plotted inside of the market analyzer. So you will have an analyzer that will give you those levels from yesterday as well as today to tell you what the wick zone is or where the market can rotate. So if you're looking for that daily bias, it would provide you that information. Also, you will have the map. So you will put your DTT map on top of your daily bar, and so you would have an extreme as to how far they can reach into your prior bar, as well as where the market can potentially close for the day. That's important. Very, very important. And you can put it on your 1 minute, your hourly, your 5 minute, whatever time frame you prefer, or even other charts. Totally up to you. But I want to make sure that you understand the channel futures trading is going to provide you an experience of learning the markets in a very simple way. Simple way. It's not online. You can look around all you want. I've covered all my bases. I want to tell you that. I don't plaster my face all over the videos. I give you real-time information. Almost all the videos are in real time. I have you know that it's in real time, and I'm doing this for a reason. Been trading professionally for a very long time, and I want to give you something. I want to give you some information that's simple, something that's basic, and you can understand it. It's not convoluted with a lot of rhetoric that's beyond the comprehension level of anyone. So you can be new to trading, never traded before in your life, or you can be a professional that has been doing it for quite some time, and you're just looking for that edge. This information can provide you a lot of clarity when it comes to you looking at the chart. So you get the market analyzer with that information. You get templates. I provide you templates that deals with an array of different approaches, because again, I have a long list of just tools. That's all the indicators are. It's nothing but tools. But you got to know how to read the chart. And that's what the education is provided on the channel for. So you can learn how to read the market, not the indicators, the market. So I teach you how to read the market. There's not people out here, vendors particularly, that's going to give you tools and teach you how to read the market without them. Okay, it kind of cancels them out. Okay, so I'm not here to sell you anything. I want to make sure you understand that. I want to give you information that can have you trade professionally with confidence without having to use tools. But should you want to have tools, I prefer that you would use the information that I'm coding inside of the information, because I'm going to do my best to ensure that I filter out what trades make more sense and which ones don't. And so you don't have to do that yourself. That's really important. So the templates, market analyzer, you get a chart scale that's not seen on the channel. So there's another chart scale. I introduced the universal approach to the chart, how to read the chart this way, but the chart scale that you'll receive has a little bit more information on it. So I show you how to read your chart, give you a chart scale that's designed for far more accuracy than what I'm showing you here on the channel. I mean, it absolutely has a little bit more information on it. I'm trying to give you loads of information. I want to make sure that you understand that. So I want to arm you, because to do this, and I want to say this to you, to do this professionally, the moment that you start trading, you're not interacting with people that's beginners. Okay. You may have beginners involved, but they are not the ones that's going to cause you to be upside down. Okay. I want to say it like that. So they're not going to section you off and put you with some beginners or some intermediates The moment that you come to the market, you're interacting with professionals. All right, there's professional people in these markets. I want to go ahead and tell you that. Let's center this. Let's center this so that way we can see our zone from above. Want to make sure that you're well prepared, well armed to trade. I want to make sure that you're well prepared and well armed to trade these markets. Really important that you know that. All right, so over here, now I do want to tell you about the rest of the information that I have plotted over here. Again, just a little bit of stuff here. The trigger bar color. So the bar color here is a single bar plot. Okay, so it's a single bar plot, and I got loads of single bar plot indicators. Got loads of them. There's a single bar plot color here, and you can get the text if you don't want to use this color. There's other colors that I provide inside of the indicator list there, but this is a single bar plot. The levels with the NC, that's a dual bar plot, so it takes two bars. Like you're going to get a red bar here because the blue line is falling beneath the low. The pressure comes on and tell you that that is happening in real time. The pressure over here, however, is telling you the color of the bar. So this bar should turn red based on the pressure that's over here. All right, so I purposely did that. All right, have you know that, because I got stuff over here that's not really calculating based on one bar plot per se. All right, so this bar should turn red because this pressure here is red. Okay, so this pressure over here is red and it's reading it to you in real time. That's really important that you know that. Now you can put it on whatever chart you want, but okay, so see the bar turn red because this pressure that was on the chart here, okay, that was red at the time. Okay, so it's trying to read it to you in real time. It's trying to read it to you in real time. Really, really important. Now, with the no touch, no close, you can have the actual color for the no touch, no close plots. So you got the no touch, no close plots here with the level and the NC. You can actually put the color with it as well. You can. But I wanted to put the color based on the one bar plot. That's all. So if you wanted to use the no touch, no close bar color in conjunction with the levels as well as the text, it's a single indicator. So the no touch, no close provides the text as well as the levels. Now I have it so you can just use the levels. I even have it where you can just have the volume. So if you want to use the volume above or beneath the bar, that's in the header here. Okay, so here you'll see the volume above the bars. I have that as well, so you can have that information being plotted too. So really simple stuff. Again, if you're going with the chart scale, I want to make sure you understand how to read the market. You don't need the tools. You don't need the tools. I'm not here to sell you indicators. I promise you that. I'm here to give you information that can get you to trade profitably without indicators. But have you know, I absolutely have tools. It's okay to use tools. It's okay. It's okay if you have your tools, whatever tools you're using, it's fine. Keep using them if they're working for you. The most important part is understanding why they work. All right, and that's something I want to let you know. Understanding why they work is important. I go over that in this video here. So if you want to go take a look at it, trading between knowledge and naivety, I go over why the tools work. So why my tools work is very, very important. It's essential as to why my tools work. I'm the one that's providing the education. Again, all of this information is just education for you. Education, free education, things that can absolutely work. It doesn't matter the market, doesn't matter the time frame, absolutely work. I'm providing you education. Most vendors will not do that. And it's because I'm not a vendor. I'm providing you some information, but I'm not a vendor. I'm not here to sell you anything. That's important that I say that to you. I retired from the space. I already had a company online, took it off years ago. Just want to retire, okay? But I do know it's important that I get back. It's important that I actually share some of this information with some people that actually need the help. And that's the thing. If you really need the help, the information is here. Now, I didn't talk to you about the 1 second chart that you're seeing right now. The 1 second chart has some information in it as well. All right, so in here, we have the ignition run. That's that IR. Okay, so we have an IR being plotted in here, and we have an A somewhere in here. It's over here. Okay, you had some aggression buying in here, and they kind of lifted up a bit. You have them here, but they're failing. Okay, they're attempting to push it up. They're running into this information over here. All bars are not colored. I want to tell you that. All bars are not colored because all bars are not significant. All right, I want to make sure that you understand that. So here in your 1 second, we got some more indicators. We got some more indicators, and this is actually trying to capture your 1 minute bar, trying to break it down for you. So there's three separate things that I'm measuring with these arrows. I want to tell you that's three separate things that I'm measuring. However, in here, you have a 5 second, 15 second, a 30 second, and a 45 second arrows trying to break down that 1 minute bar. It's trying to break it down for you. Now, this bar should close outside of that zone. That's pretty significant. All right, so let's do this. All right, so all information is not the same. They're coming right back into that bar that closed outside the zone. Okay, you see that speed? You see the speed? Let's see if it can close outside this zone here. Let's see if they can close outside this zone. Let's see what's going on with that. But here in the 1 second, all bars are not colored the same. I have 1 second indicators. So for your 1 second chart, you'll have a template given to you like this as well. You have a 1 second template given to you. I have 1 second indicators. I have indicators for range charts. So if you're a range chart trader, you like to trade range charts, I have indicators for that as well. I got pretty much all that you would need if you're interested or in the market for tools. Just some tools. Remember, this stuff is not to be trusted without education. You got to understand how to trade. It's really, really important that you understand how to trade. Trading is interesting, to say the least. That's all I want to tell you. And professionals do this. All right. And I want to let you know how it is that when you're on this side of the fence, trying to interact with markets, it's important that you know how to do it. You don't want to approach this not knowing. And that's my job here on futures trading, is to provide you some information so you can know. They came down to the center of the chart. They popped up. Okay. They didn't close outside our zone. I hope you're paying attention. If not, please rewind the video. They didn't close outside their zone, but they're running right back into the bar that actually did. Can they get back up? Can they get back up? This is that fair value gap stuff. I know you guys kind of like that information, so I coded that as well. This is my version of it. I do not promote his information because I don't know that much about it. But everywhere you're going to look in the market, I can assure you, in the no touch, no close scenarios, you're going to find gaps between bars. It's really just that simple. So whatever his approach is his approach. I just want to have you know that's not as significant, in my opinion, because that's going to show up. And if you know the no touch, no close approach, if you understand that the real time identification process, you can be in it before long before. This is all you got to learn right here in order to, you got to learn this method right here. And I'm trying to expose you to that information. You can be in it long before there's a gap between three bars, because you'll read a bar and a half. A bar and a half. If you read it effectively, you'll know that that gap will potentially go ahead and show up. And that's important. All right. So I don't want to bore you with this stuff. And again, just don't want to take up your time, but I want to have you know, you can read the chart. Okay. You can read the chart, and you don't have to look left. You don't have to do a lot of looking left. If you're new to trading, this channel is perfect for you. Perfect for you. All right. So we're getting the mid above the high of the bar. Okay. The mid is above the high of the bar. If it can remain that way, you should be able to get a hard level back here. And then this should become a no close. Will they close outside of this zone? Okay, I'm going to give you just another minute or so, and let's see if this actually worked. But again, they rotated down to the center of the chart. Now they're pulling up to the upper half of the chart. Will it fail and come back down? Okay, right now the pressure is saying that that scenario is still there, but the time is about to tick out. Let's see if it can remain in play and see, can they get it back up? I see the mid. See, now the mid just fell back into this bar. It's not to say that it can't work. It's not to say that it can't work. It's just that universal approach that's not here. They traded right above this bar, which is the no close bar here. So they shouldn't close above this bar. This is the hard stop bar. Now, if you look over here, you have a green bar here. You have a C3 under here. So it can potentially still go up. It can. but I want to give you the information that's needed. Okay, it's some information there. It was above the high of the bar and it started to fail. Now, will it rotate back down and then move back up? I don't know. Now, this is the wick threshold. I do apologize for not having it on the bar, but there's again, there's an indicator that'll put those levels on your bar to let you know where it can rotate into. Okay, where it can rotate into and then push again. All right, so that's my time with you. Again, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. Again, rewind the video. I didn't really want to dive too far into this. I wanted to show you how to use your chart, how to use that universal approach, how to read the bars in real time, how to look at it in real time. That's important. And then, of course, here's that map. This is really significant as well. Knowing where the bar will close would help a great deal. Would help a great deal. All right. So I wish you all the best with your trading.